Hey guys, it's Brody here again, going over management procedure for removing inactive players. This is pretty important. This is one of the most common requests we get from everyone, and this is one that seems to be gives everyone the most difficulty. So, obviously, when you file the complaint, you want to select your league you're in, select the action center, and then when you scroll down here, it's under complaint. It's under management complaint. And then the complaint you're looking for is player removal request. So the important thing about this is when you're selecting your player, you put in the league there are, and you also give yourself the option of what the player was. But the most important part of all this is what you put in this message right here. If you review the Constitution, obviously it's Article 3, rosters and transactions. That'll give you what players can be blacklisted for or removed off your roster for. So it's important that whatever you're removing them for, you prove. So a lot of people always ask the question like, well, how do I upload pictures, or how do I prove that this is something, blah, blah, blah. Well, a couple things you can do is if you copy and paste a link to a player's profile, and into this, as staff, we can click the profile link and review it to see, oh yeah, there we go, he's issued strikes. The quick way to do things as well, too, is say you get a PM saying that the player is quitting, an Xbox Live messages the player quitting. In order to do that, what you have to do is take that picture, take a picture of the message you received, upload it to a hosting website like like PhotoBucket, for example, and all you have to do is just copy and paste the link of the picture of your player stating that they no longer want to play or they're quitting or whatever the issue may be into the message box right here, and then once you submit the complaint, we'll be able to view it as staff. It's always extremely important to understand that if you want a player removed from your roster, you have to provide picture proof of why they're being removed. I can't stress that enough. I've probably avoided 100 complaints this season alone simply based on managers not providing the proof that's required in order to have your player removed. That being said, I can show you guys a couple other things as well too. So if you go to your management tab, and then you go to your front office, I think I still have access to Colorado here, so it won't do anything, but I'll show you guys this. This is important. Oh, sorry, I'm in the AHL forms now, so I have access to Milwaukee. So what's important to understand is your triangle here is how you issue warnings. So if you click that, this is how you actually issue warnings to players. So what's important to be able to remove a player for missing their games, you have to issue them 3 missed game warnings. Select which game they missed, obviously. In 1 week. The player has to miss 3 games in 1 week in order for them to be removed for inactivity. That shows that you took the time to schedule them for games and they still weren't able to show up. Once you filed your 3 missed game warnings, the last thing you have to do then is issue a removal warning. The removal warning says, hey, listen, man, you no-showed your games, we're removing you from the league because you're inactive. This also gives the player the opportunity to comment back. So sometimes players will comment back saying, oh, hey, listen, sorry, I was out of town, forgot to mention it to you, or whatever the issue may be. This will allow players to either appeal the decision, or in some situations, some players may just say, I'm done for the season, I'm quitting, and they'll put that as their reply. So a picture of what the removal warning will say will also can be used as proof for you to remove a player as well. Just to see where those warnings show up too, it's in the news feed. So if you go to the news feed and you go type and you go, I believe it is, if you click this will show removal warnings on who's been banned from the league and for what. So yeah, sorry, this is the wrong one. Removing from the league just shows you like these are the guys that have been issued, like removal requests have been taken care of, so they have been removed from the league. There we go, league warning, my bad. So in the league warning, right here, this is a good example. Right here is issued league warning to code for the following reason, has not been available for the week. He's accepted my friend request, but has not replied to messages. So that's the warning they gave. So the player hasn't responded back to this at all either. This is a good example here. This player, Mikey, obviously missed his game on Monday. That's his 3rd strike of the week. So these are the type of things you guys need to keep in mind. This is where it'll all show up. Here's another one. This is a really good example here too. So this player right here, Bake Smoke Ninja, responded to his removal. Wish to continue So I told you I had a death in the family. After funeral service, my uncle went into cardiac arrest and passed away. 2 deaths in 36 hours. I'll let you know. So obviously, if this player was removed for inactivity, this is good enough for here to have the player appeal his removal. So it's always good to keep mind of where all these show up, how to check it all, and how to properly remove inactive players from your roster. Those are all really key things to keep your team flowing. Obviously, having an inactive guy on your roster for an extended period of time doesn't benefit you and doesn't benefit your team whatsoever. So please follow the steps that are in this video and also in the procedure to help you ensure that when you're filing your complaints and your requests to have these players moved, they're filed correctly, so we can help you guys out as best as possible. Thanks for your time, guys.